What's going on? Welcome to Totally Blitz Podcast. We're talking week 15, Thursday night football. 49ers at Seattle to play the Seahawks, where the 49ers are favored by 3.5 points. But as always, go like and subscribe. Drop a comment who you think's winning, who's covering what spread, what bets you like, because I know I'm dropping my prop bets. But as always, this is Paul Pick 'em Win 'em Concha, and I'm joined with.
Hey man, you already know, boy. It's that boy Kev, water voice boy. Let me take a sip real quick because I be dehydrated. But hey man, it's week 15, Thursday night football. You got the Seahawks versus the motherfucking Patriots.
49ers.
Not the Patriots. 49ers. Oof. And usually this is an easy game. Like, 49ers kind of been fucking everybody up. Brock Purdy is a fucking dude. But Pete Carroll stayed sneaking shit in. And he's coming off of 2 losses in a row, or just 1 loss.
2, I believe, the Bucks and then last week.
So it's gonna be an interesting game.
Oh no, my Seahawks are coming off 1. Oh, the Bucks game was back in November. I could have swore it was they lost the Panthers. They beat the Rams 27-23 in a nail biter, but they lost to the Raiders before that in overtime and the Bucks. So they're really 1-3 in their last 4.
Yeah.
Whereas the 49ers are 5-0 in last 5.
Are people coming for Geno, man? Are they saying that Geno Smith was a sham?
I can tell you the MVP talks have gone fucking dead silent.
I'm crying. That was a thing.
That was, yeah. I would never bought into the hype of MVP talks, but I did enjoy him balling. They did say that there's teams interested because you're on a 1-year deal. So like there are teams very interested in Geno Smith if he tends to become a free agent, they say.
You think you're going back to the Jets?
I think the Panthers, bro. I think the Panthers are gonna be willing to pay top unless Sam Darnold sneaks their ass into the playoffs. But then Geno might is in, or maybe the Texans. Who knows? Like someone that might give him a bag, and he knows he's on the last end of his career, and he just wants to get that paycheck finally.
I'd take my ass to Houston.
Well deserved too.
I'd take my ass to Houston. No cap, them boys. Get a bag off them boys and slide.
Yeah, and just play a couple seasons. Who knows? You got draft talent.
Maybe the Broncos. Oh my gosh.
Oh, the controversy that would be brewing.
Oh my gosh.
That boy might just follow Russell around just to bench him. But onto the game, we'll break down, give out some numbers for everybody. Both offenses are roughly the same. 49ers averaging 241 yards per game passing, 130 on the ground. Seattle 264 over air, 111 on the ground. But the defenses is where the difference. Both have great pass defenses. 49ers only allow 230 per game. Seahawks 235. Very close pass defense. Rush defense. 49ers allow 75, the best defense in the league against the run, only allows 75 yards per game. Seattle allows 160.5 per game. Second worst, only the Texans. I could be wrong. They might be the worst now, but they're battling for the worst rush defense. And not to tip my hand, but if there's anything Kyle Shanahan knows how to do, is run the ball. And if he didn't go trade for an all-world talent at running back earlier this year to be able to run the ball the way he wants, but you never know. It's Thursday night football. Dogs have been barking on Thursday night loud. So, and a divisional game. Pete Carroll owns them. How do you feel, Kev?
I don't like to doubt the Seahawks, but lately in this part of the season, they haven't been looking too well. So they're 1-3 right now, 1-4 wouldn't surprise me. And it's the gap in the run game. Because you can let Brock Purdy Brock Purdy only throw it like 15, 16 times and just really abuse the run game and there's no Deebo. It doesn't get a chance. No Deebo's playing.
No Deebo. He's out. He might be out for a couple of weeks.
I'm abusing this run game with Christian McCaffrey. We're going
Williams, that left tackle, just running motherfuckers over.
Yeah, we're going to make that work. We're going to build a nice, slow game, play some great defense, because this defense will force takeaways against this team. What I'm worried about is this defense against those quarterbacks. So because they've only allowed 230, but these receivers, I'm not really worried about the quarterback, but these receivers have been showing promise recently. Tyler Lockett, and DK with a third every other game. Last week it was Marquise Goodwin. So it's tough to count the Seahawks out. Like Pete Carroll might be able to sneak his way in, try to do a little something. Like I don't really see this as a on paper. This game looks like it's about to, especially after they just beat the shit out the Bucks 35-7, who beat the Seahawks in London or in Germany. So motherfucking, but like this game, styles makes fights, and Pete Carroll might have something for Kyle Shanahan to make this a nail biter. But I'm still gonna take the 49ers, but I think it might be like on some 23, on some like 17-14 type shit. Maybe 20-14 type shit.
So I'm doing the math real quick. In their last 5 games, the differential in points for the 49ers, they've scored 141 points in 5 games and only allowed 50. That means they're averaging a 10 points per game for defense, 50 in 5 games. And if you just put it in the last 3 games, just 3 games, they have scored 81 points and only allowed 24.
Wow.
They're putting up points, and their defense is not allowing you to score points. And that's just the big thing to me is like Brock Purdy might be a guy. Maybe he's being masqueraded behind a great defense and great run game, but I don't think we'll ever find out. At least not against the Seahawks team. It seems to be working for him, and I'm not gonna hop off the wagon halfway before my stop. I'm gonna take the ride all the way down, and that's why I'm taking the 49ers here. And I'm giving out a best bet, even though it's Thursday Night Football. I never do it, but -3.5 for the 49ers team. You played the Bucks, another not good offense, held them to 7. Played the Dolphins, held them to 17. Held the Saints to 0. Held the Cardinals to 10. Held the Chargers to 16. Like all these teams are right about the same skill level as the Seahawks. Like it just matchups make fights, and we've seen the Seahawks run game not show up the last couple of games, and it's been looking bad with Kenneth Walker not being able to play. And even if he does play, I just don't see how you get the run game starting. And that with the run game going, is how Geno Smith's been looking good. So it's going to be an adverse effect. No run game. Geno Smith hasn't been looking good. I think it'll continue. So yeah, Seahawks lock it up, and now best bets put down my best bets record -3.5 49ers.
Nice. I'm taking it. I'm like, let's see what Kyle Shanahan has to draw for the boys. They need to run all over this team. And I don't know what that puts them in the NFC if they because the Vikings just lost, Cowboys just lost.
They're 9-4, so they're right there with the Vikings to be able to, or even the Cowboys if the Cowboys lose this week.
So we'll see.
And then I got a couple prop bets. First one, Christian McCaffrey over 80.5 rushing yards. We all hit on how bad that run defense is. And stacked on top of it, the 49ers are down running backs. So I just see Christian McCaffrey getting the bulk of the work here. And then the other prop is going to be Noah Fant, the tight end for the Seahawks, under 26.5 receiving yards. I know it doesn't look like much, so people are probably going to take it. 26.5 is nothing. This is a couple catches, but Fred Warner is arguably the best linebacker in the NFL, and he's going to be the one on Noah Fant throughout this game. And on top of it, it's not like the 49ers don't have elite corners anymore because Barrett's injury and some other injuries, but their pass rush gets to the quarterback in under 3 seconds, just sending 4 people, where they don't have the time for shit to get open. So it's like they're just so strong up front that it makes it look like their pass defense is just as elite. And then my other prop, Geno Smith, anytime to throw an interception. I think there's going to be no run game. He's going to have to force some tight window throws, and the 49ers defense has just been rolling every week right now. And then Christian McCaffrey to score. These are my 3 last prop bets. So 2 are going to be long shots, and 1's going to be normal. Christian McCaffrey to score a touchdown, -145. I usually don't like those odds. To score touchdowns, I usually like plus odds. I don't like minus odds. So if you're like me and you like to dig up some fucking long shot instead, Tevin Coleman, backup running back for the 49ers to score a touchdown, +900. And Tyrion Davis-Prince, a rookie running back for the 49ers who gets some play time because all the injuries, +500 to score a touchdown. So if you want to play it safe, take the Christian McCaffrey route. We all know he's going to score, whether it's rushing or receiving. But these other two running backs, they might get the work because in a goal line situation, short week, Christian McCaffrey kind of banged up. They might give these backup running backs against this shitty run defense by the Seahawks. I think these backup running backs might get some touches on the goal line.
I like it. I like it. Dang, plus 900 for Tevin Coleman. I look, you might take that.
Yeah, there's like because you've seen Juszczyk score some touchdowns at the fullback. Like I just think a backup running back has a good shot against this porous Seahawks defense on a short week where McCaffrey's already a little bit banged up. They might try to get him, use him all the way up to the goal line, and then when you need that little 1 or 2 yard run up the gut, bring in one of the bigger bodied motherfuckers.
Oh yeah.
But I will say, last day we go, 49ers, the 4 losses on the season, 3 of them come on away games. So do keep the Falcons was one of them when they traveled on an away game. So do keep that in mind that they have not traveled as good as other teams. Not stopping me from hammering this -3.5 though.
No, I'm gonna take it every time. I'm watching the highlights from you guys versus the Chargers right now. This game was low key nice in the first half. I fucked with this.
Yeah, that shit. Man, I wish we just played, but we need to get some shit tightened up. But that's it from us for the Week 15 Thursday Night Football Pick'em edition and prop bets I given out. As always, go down to the comments, drop your pick for the game, drop your favorite prop bets or your bets on the weekends or this week best bets of the Thursday Night Football game. And as always, you've been joined by Paul Pick'em Win'em Concha, that boy Kev, Waterboy Savoy. And if y'all didn't know, well now y'all know, motherfuckers.
I got a problem with being problematic. Get the light beam on me, ready for electrostatic. Don't you step into this box if you're not batting. Then my gang got tools, you can call them boy crap. Man, this gang got rules, man, you better watch your passes, this ain't not new. Plug here, let them in, passing out the medicines. We've been on that rock star regimen, knowing that I'm heaven sent, higher than